Hello and welcome to Nuggets of Truth. This is Rowena. Today's message is about hearing is not the same as listening. Hearing refers to the sounds that enter your ears. It is a physical process that happens automatically. Merriam-Webster defines hearing as the process, function, or power of perceiving sound. Our ability to communicate with other people is dependent on our ability to comprehend words. Understanding what a person is saying needs more concentration, especially if there is audible distraction, like background noise or other people talking. Ears give people the ability to hear, but listening gives people the ability to be present. Listening makes understanding happen so that communication is actionable and insightful. Listening requires focus and concentrated effort, both mental and sometimes physical as well. Listening means paying attention not only to the story, but how it is told, the use of language and voice, and how the other person uses his or her body. In other words, it means being aware of both verbal and nonverbal messages. Your ability to listen effectively depends on the degree to which you perceive and understand these messages. Listening is not a passive process. In fact, the listener can and should be as engaged in the process as the speaker. The phrase active listening is used to describe this process of being fully involved. In their definitions alone, it's clear to see the big difference between the two. Listening requires attention, meaning it's active. Hearing is passive. You can't close your ears, so sounds will enter and be heard. This makes it involuntary. Listening requires patience and practice. Often our main concern while listening is to formulate ways to respond. This is not a function of listening. We should try to focus fully on what is being said and how it's being said in order to more fully understand the speaker. Our brain can actually process words faster than people can speak them. People speak on average of 125 words per minute, but our brains are capable to take in about 800 words per minute. That's why we can take in words but still be thinking as the words are coming in. Therefore, it is a common habit for the listener to use this spare time while listening to daydream or think about other things rather than focusing on what the speaker is saying. To improve the process of effective listening, it can be helpful to turn the problem on its head and look at barriers to effective or ineffective listening. For example, wait to speak. One of the main tenets and sometimes the hardest part about being a listener is not interrupting. To actively listen, you have to rely on the cues that someone is done speaking before you open your mouth to talk. This comes in the form of hearing them close a sentence or thought, as well as nonverbal cues. Sometimes the speaker just wants to be heard and is not looking for a response. We can misinterpret someone speaking to us as an invitation to share an opinion. If we listen long enough, we'll be able to gauge if it necessitates a response. Finally, if there is a part of someone's story that feels missing, don't fill in the blanks yourself or finish their sentences for them. Not only is it distracting and disruptive, but it can be rude too. Instead, ask the questions that will help you clarify and make better sense of the information. This nugget of truth is found in Proverbs 18:13. Spouting off before listening to the facts is both shameful and foolish. Thank you for joining us today. Please follow, like, and share on Instagram at nuggetsoftruth_podcast and on YouTube, Nuggets of Truth Podcast. Thank you, have a great week, and God bless.